I can't stress to you how important the internal work is and how we as women have to just get over this concept that we have to fiddle down there. We fiddle down there all the time. We should be able to do it about birth without feeling uncomfortable about it. Just nobody's told us. There are many cultures around the world that women prepared their vaginas to birth their baby because they didn't suture if they tore. And they also knew that if a woman tore badly down there, that she could be damaged for life. In other words, you don't have to really tear down there. You just have to have a lot of strain down there to spend the rest of your life peeing every time you cough or laugh or run or jump. So do the internal work 5 minutes a day from 32 weeks onward. Do it yourself and have your partner do it. Men don't have any difficulty doing it. They mature from seeing women as sexual partners to seeing them as the one who's carrying their child, and that the baby's a big object and it has to come out. And if they had to have this coming out of their penis, they'd do something to prepare it. So the internal work is one of those practical things. You don't have to tell people you're doing it. You're certainly not going to do it in Main Street. A lot of people say, well, we're very conservative. Okay. What's that mean? Do you pee? Do you poop? Do you have your menstrual period? You do all the same things that people who are liberal do. We're all one humanity. And no baby's coming out of a woman's ear. If she has a cesarean, you can still do this just because you want to prepare your body and know what it feels like to do it, but you won't do it as often or rigorously as a woman who gets realistic about the size of this object coming through her. We don't want to damage our body. We're not stupid. So if we're not stupid and someone shows us a skill that works, then it makes common sense that we apply the skill just like that. So we can tell you that the internal work works, but you have to do it. And most of us who do it don't do it as much as we feel we should have. Because if we're laboring and giving birth vaginally and our baby comes down and we suddenly feel where we didn't massage inside, or we realize we didn't do enough, we still know we did more than if we hadn't done anything. So we just work through that sensation. Many of us just put our hand down and massage ourselves. And if we get dry, we ask for something like KY jelly. We've brought something in. So we treat this pragmatically. And because we learn to check ourselves, we can check for changes in there. And the changes help us understand if we labor, why we feel the changes in labor. And we get very realistic about the size of this object coming through and how to keep our pelvis open and keep soft down there. It only benefits us to have a connection from our head to our butt and to our vagina. It disadvantages us when we get disconnected from that part of our body. Now, I've been asked for years about women who've had sexual abuse. Yeah, okay, many of us have. And that's where we ended up stopping. And do you pee? You've had sexual abuse. Do you poop? Do you wipe yourself? Do you have your period? Have you ever had a vaginal infection or a bladder infection or hemorrhoids or yeast? Lots of things go on down there, along with inappropriate sexuality. Having a baby is not like any of those, and none of those are like any of each other. They just all happen down there. So Birthing Better Families treated sexual abuse or all sorts of anything that was down there. I mean, there are women who have spasms in their vaginas, or they tore really badly, or had an episiotomy and were stitched up and have pain having sex. Just preparing inside down there just changes you down there for the positive. You just become more aware and you have more control, and When you give birth, your baby opens you up like a lotus, and you recover really quickly. And yeah, it's just all benefits and no drawbacks. So 5 minutes a day from 32 weeks onward. The audio teaches your partner how to do it and then teaches you how to do it. The book has the illustrations. To just get stuck into doing it. 5 minutes a day. Not long for a lifetime of not being damaged down there, is it?